Dave Simpson here. I'm the head coach of the Scotland national team, along with Ilse Scott, women's director for Scotland lacrosse, and also captain of the Scotland senior national squad. And there has been a goalie change for Australia. Sharn Muffet has come in for Eliza Morgan. And here's the first draw of the half.
So Olivia Parker in the centre now for Australia, and they come up with the first draw of the half. Audrey Fittle picking up the loose ball, and she is fouled there. Loose ball in the midfield. Floating underneath it and stolen by England, Alex Drew. England looking hungry for these ground balls.
At halftime, just thinking about the first half, Ilsa, sort of realized that Australia were a bit jittery in the midfield, weren't they, in the first half? The ball's going to ground quite a bit, not playing their best possession game. During this tournament, they've been very mature and very solid. They're definitely missing Ashton Haran, who is unfortunately missing this game due to accumulated cards. She's one of their strong midfielders, so they are playing without one of their strong midfielders. They need to shore things up in the midfield, I think.
Yeah, Ashton Hiran's been very influential for Australia this whole tournament in both ends of the field and across the midfield, and they'll be missing her. I think England have put Australia under quite a lot of pressure in the midfield, which has probably contributed to some of the handling errors from Australia. They'll certainly be looking to sharpen that up this second half. I think the other thing they're going to want to be looking for is guarding the player that posts up in the hole better. Here's an early chance for England. Brilliant finish. Alice Cranwell finding some space in the 11. Fed in by Lucy Delaney. And England it is that come up with the first goal of the second half. England 7, Australia 3.
Well, coming out of the first half, or coming out of halftime, I should say, oh, here's the replay just now. Terrific ball movement here from England. 3 passes in a row to set this up. Again, a bit slow on the slide there from Australia. Leaving room for Alice Cranwell. So it's just saying, Ilse, coming out of halftime, we wonder, what tactical changes they may have made at halftime. What do you think about England there? They went straight to goal, don't seem to be taking their foot off the pedal at all. What
I don't think England need to change very much, if I'm honest. I think their game plan worked really well in the first half, pressuring Australia behind, turning over the loose balls, dominating on the draw. I think England wants to keep it much the same. Australia, I think, will be looking to close down Liv Wimpenny a bit more quickly, looking to cover, maybe mark ball side in the 11 metres, not allow them to feed into players posted up in the hole. And obviously try and get more of the draws in this half for Australia. But here they are now, they've taken that draw. They've got the ball behind with Steph Kelly and Beck Lane. Beck Lane pursued by 2 England defenders, but moves the ball off to Eleanor Bishop. Eleanor Bishop to Kari Somerville. Kari Somerville will take the ball behind. She'll play it off to Steph Kelly. And Australia will look to England send the double, looking for cutters. The attempted feed to Theo Quass wasn't on, went down, but Sarah Smith picks up the loose ball, and we'll find Kari Somerville again at the top. Up to Beck Lane at the top. Beck Lane faced up against Zoe Thirst as well. Oh, the feed was on there to Sarah Smith, but just unable to collect the ball before shooting, and England pick up the loose ball. Amelia Miller is fouled.
Looked like an empty check there, Ilse, so ball remains in England's possession. We've stopped the clock due to what appears to be an injury here on an Australian player. I'm sorry, I can't see the number. Safety first always in lacrosse, so if the umpires see any player in distress, they will blow the whistle.
Yeah, I think it's Kari Somerville who's injured, hopefully nothing serious. Team Dr. Meg Barnett on the field checking her out. So the players will drop their sticks while the injured player is assessed.
So just a slow motion replay here. It looked like perhaps the butt of the stick inadvertently came up into in her face. Certainly no intent. It was and nothing dangerous going on out there. It just happens. You've got sticks and balls that are very hard, and there's not a lot of protection offered to these players. Some of the players will have eye protection, and some of them won't. It's not required by rule. It is in the United States, but not internationally. And they don't wear helmets other than the goalies, so this does happen from time to time. Inadvertent contact. So no time limit here. They'll take some time to just make sure this player, Kari Somerville from Australia, is okay. So we're at 7-3, England over Australia. 26 minutes and 46 seconds remain in the second half of the 2015 FIL Rathbones Women's Under-19 World Championship. Okay, so Kari Somerville has come off the pitch. She has a physio on the sidelines to attend to her. A substitute has been sent on. England have possession, and we're waiting for the whistle. Here we go.
Good midfield pressure by Australia, forcing England backwards. But Alice Cramwell there is a good outlet for England. Hannah Bray now at the top. Hannah Bray to Alex Drew. Good quick ball movement by England.
I sense a little more urgency with the Australian defense here. A little quicker to the ball, a little more pressure.
Hannah Bray to Fini Ruiz. Plays in Alex Drew behind. Looking to roll inside, looking for the inside track. Brilliant finish by Alex Drew. I think that one's going to look really good in the slow motion replay. Driving the left hand crease, cutting inside, diving shot as she made her way across the front of the crease. Here we go, let's have a look at this one. Just allowed the inside track by the Australian defender. Great goal.
As she went to ground there, she had to be very careful to not fall inside the crease. Just danced that line, just got the ball in. Good job protecting the ball in close space there. Good pressure from the Australian defense. She couldn't show much of it at all.
Alex Drew's third goal of the game.
So it's 8-3, England over Australia in this bronze medal match. 25 minutes, 50 seconds remain. And that's draw control to Australia.
Sasha Polnitz's coming up with a good draw for Australia, and Olivia Parker will take the ball now. Foul by England number 6, Fini Ruiz. Olivia Parker finds Theo Quas. But the ball goes to ground and England will steal. Alice Cramwell sandwiched by two Australian defenders there. As she tried to cut inside.
I mentioned that Australia were being more urgent, but they can't cross that line into panic. An errant pass there and then a hard foul. They've got to keep their discipline about them if they want to get back in this match.
Hannah Bray now to Alice Cramwell. Tilly Shires at the top. Tilly Shires cutting inside. Slide here from Australia. Good slide by the Australian defence. England will move the ball on.
As we might have predicted, Australia are stepping out more, putting more pressure on the ball, trying to force the action a little bit. They don't want England sitting on it and running down seconds on the clock.
So far, good composure there by England. Here's Liv Wimpenny driving from the top. Oh, brilliant goal by Lucy Delaney. Somehow the ball stayed in her stick under pressure from 2-3 Australian defenders. She worked the space, got herself in right to the crease edge and fired the shot away. England 9, Australia 3.
Nice feed in from Wimpeny. Again, nice dodging in close space here. Excellent ball protection. And that's 9-3 England over Australia just now. The sun has gone behind the clouds. There's still a bit of a stiff wind on the pitch. It's getting a little chilly. It won't affect the players at all, but for those of us sitting in the wind, it's getting a bit chill. As I mentioned before, the weather is Scottish. Changes every 5 minutes. You get 4 seasons in one day. But we've been pretty blessed through the entire tournament. Not too much rain. Conditions have been very fine. And I will say I train here at this Peppermill facility, and I've never seen this pitch in better condition. Draw control to England. Number 12, Tilly Shires.
England looking to keep their momentum going here. Alex Drew now with the ball, finding Alice Cranwell behind. She finds Lucy Delaney. Lucy Delaney plays the ball up top to Tilly Shires. Tilly Shires and Liv Wimpeny taking up position at the top. Back to Tilly Shires. She's got great footwork, beats one. Slide comes in though from Australia. Good pressure by Bridget Hogan. The ball moves across to Hannah Bray. Liv Wimpeny looking for a foul there, but not given. Australia can pick up the loose ball with Beck Lane. Beck Lane to Eleanor Bishop. Eleanor Bishop looking to take the outside, moving down the right-hand side of the pitch.
Good job on England. They're denying the upfield pass on the transition. Australia being required to run it the entire way up. Bit of an ISO for number 1, Stephanie Kelly. Didn't like what she saw, pulled it back out. England are pressuring behind, double team. Something they've been showing this second half. Nice split of the double team. Stephanie Kelly still in the attack and moves the ball away.
Good double by England, but Steph Kelly doing exceptionally well to wriggle her way out of that double team. Hayley Fuss now. Hayley Fuss moves the ball to Theo Quass. Theo Quass to Beck Lane. Beck Lane again looking for a one-on-one. Inside, looking for the shot, but not on that occasion, finds Steph Kelly. Steph Kelly to Beck Lane. Cut in by Sarah Smith. Nice goal from Australia. Beck Lane to Sarah Smith with the cut from the top. Nice quick stick finish by Sarah Smith. Her second goal of the game. Second assist from Beck Lane.
Well, the entirety of the offense for Australia has gone through Smith and Lane so far. I think part of the problem that Australia needs to fix here is start changing their attack angles, getting different looks at goal. Here's the replay. Nice patience, nice cut from the top, and a terrific finish. Here's a look from behind.
When England are pressurising the ball behind with 2 defenders, that always leaves one open attacker, and Australia are exploiting that situation there, finding the free player with the cut from the top.
22 minutes, 10 seconds remain. We're at 9-4, England over Australia in this bronze medal match at the U-19 World Championships, sponsored by Rathbones. And Australia have the draw control. That's number 11, Sarah Smith. Whistle's blown. Sarah Smith retains possession. She's in the attacking third now.
So quick response here needed from Australia. Theo Quass in.
England jumping double teams behind, so Australia is choosing to attack from the top here.
Beck Lane drawing the foul there off Liv Wimpenny as she attempted the drive from the top. Outside the 11 though, so no penalty shot given away. England defence shut that down. Beck Lane moves the ball on behind to Steph Kelly. Steph Kelly always ready to feed. Here comes the double, there's the free player and Theo Quass. Good footwork by Theo Quass, there's a flag. And the flag call is for 3 seconds.
So Australia may be trying to bait that double team behind and then have eyes up looking to feed.
Theo Quass not looking for the shot on this occasion, cuts back inside. Kari Somerville now. Kari Somerville inside, takes a flag. Great save by England goalie Mimi Ruiz. England will be happy to let those poor angle shots come in all day. High to high shot from a poor angle. Mimi Ruiz was all over that one.
Yeah, you have to do better to beat these goalies. Mimi Ruiz has had a terrific tournament. In fact, the England fans just singing a song celebrating her accomplishments. And again, England patient on their transition here. Possession being the main objective at this point. Bit ambitious there, but it should remain in England's stick. And England are now on the attack. Wimpenny just crossing the restrainer.
So Taya Jackson now with the ball at the top. Under some pressure from Theo Quass, but happy just to hold the ball. Flirting with the restraining line, but just manages to keep possession. Here's Liv Wimpenny, and she's given for a charge there. Just a slight drop of the shoulder from the England number 11, and the referee had no hesitation in giving that as a charge call. So an offensive foul will give possession of the ball to Australia in their defensive end.
Umpires are looking at who initiated the contact there, so it's determined that Wimpenny initiated the contact on the attack, so charge given. Here's Carrie Somerville just returning from her knock, so looks like she's okay, joining the attack.
So here comes the pressure of 2 behind. Beck Lane running herself out of that double team, moving the ball on quickly, finding Sarah Smith. The England defence will have to regroup now. Kari Somerville, and there is a call for shooting space. So as the England defence regroup back to man-on-man, Australia looking to take advantage of that.
Umpires have not given many shooting space calls in this match, and there have been some borderline calls, I would say, from my perspective, but shooting space quite clear there. So here's Somerville looking for the pass inside. Nice look.
Good finish by Steph Kelly. She's a lefty driving that left crease, which is a nice natural shot for her, but good finish into the top right-hand corner.
So looking at the second half, England have 3 goals to Australia's 2, bringing the total to 9-5, England over Australia. 17 minutes and 57 seconds remain.
Plenty of time for Australia, Dave, and they won't be panicking yet, but they certainly want to get a couple quick goals on the board if they can. As we look at this replay now, nice feed from Kari Somerville. 1 step round from Steph Kelly, no mistake, top corner. Good finish by the Australian number 1. Here it is again from the back.
Can't fault Mimi Ruiz there, point blank shot. And again, at this level, the finishers are so strong. Just need a little help from the defense. England have to make sure they clean it up inside there. And here we have the next draw. Chalk control to England. Taya Jackson. Ball checked away, but it's determined a foul was committed. Determining which player to put behind, that would be Carrie Somerville. Taya Jackson remains with the ball. Looks to switch fields. And here's England on the attack.
Alice Cranwell with the ball on the left-hand side. Back to Cranwell. She's got Tilly Shides at the top with her, but the skip pass goes to Taya Jackson. Hannah Bray now with the ball behind. Bit of pressure by the Australian defence, but England happy to work it around using behind. Now back to the top. England spinning the ball around quickly around their 15. Taya Jackson thinking about the drive. Mata Tilly Shires steps inside. Trademark step inside from Tilly Shires. There's a couple of Australian defenders, but she manages to beat the double. Attracts a third. Oh, and the player totally free in the middle, but the feed went to ground. Australia having to send 3 defenders to the drive, leaving someone free in the middle, and that's a great save there by the Australian keeper, Sian Moffat.
Nice pace to the action now, I think, with Australia behind, knowing they need to push the pace a little bit. The pace of the game has really picked up. Just over 16 minutes remain. Here's Sarah Smith carrying.
Sarah Smith through the centre of the pitch. Great transition by the Australian number 11, using her pace to beat the England midfield press. But she's crowded out in the 11, and the ball goes to ground. No initial foul on the check, but the foul given for a push when the ball's on the ground.
Just doing a quick reset on the pitch. This is my chance to let you know that coming up at 3 o'clock local time, it's just 1:30 now, so in just an hour and a half, the gold medal game, Canada versus the United States, right here on this very pitch. Been a very exciting tournament. Should be a terrific match, really showing the highest quality of lacrosse among these young players. And here's Australia.
So a foul there called against Tilly Shires for detaining using her stick, as Theo Quast tried to cut inside. So everyone will have to move 4 metres away from the ball carrier. Theo Quast moves the ball on to Corrie Somerville, to Beck Lane at the top. Australia forming a stack, a clump. Beck Lane will drive around that to behind the goal, and she'll look for cutters.
Let's see if England send the double
Very
here.
crowded there in the 11. Australia. And an offensive foul called. Off ball, so a foul by number 1 Steph Kelly, I believe. I beg your pardon, by 14 Theo Quast. And England able to clear through Freya Savage. Freya Savage now, and England will switch the ball back. Back to goalkeeper Mimi Ruiz.
Definitely no urgency for England here. 14 minutes, 40 seconds with a 4-goal lead. Certainly they don't want to completely play out this clock, but certainly every second off the clock is their advantage. So they're going to show patience rather in possession and take what Australia give them.
Alice Cramwell to Liv Wimpenny. Across the top to Alex Drew. Back to Liv Wimpenny. Bit of space for Bex Jordash. Thought about the shot. Decided the angle wasn't favourable enough. Moves the ball off, and now she has the ball behind.
For those of you home are wondering why she didn't take that shot, we as coaches don't want our attackers to take shots from poor shooting angles. And frankly, a good goalie can cover that angle. So that was well done to pull that out. That's not a shot I would have had her take either.
So Bex Jordash still in possession of the ball. Finding Alice Cramwell at the top. Australia pressuring so high that the fouls are not as heavily penalised as they would be if they were making contact within the 11. They'll be happy to give away those fouls up top.
And things can get a bit chippy when the team that's behind is keen to get the ball back.
Great quick sting attempt there by Bex Jordash, but good save by Sian Moffat. The Australian goalkeeper coming up with 2 big saves in the last few minutes, keeping her team in this game. And Rebecca Steer bringing the ball forward for Australia. Finds Beck Lane. Good quick transition by Australia. Beck Lane to Steph Kelly. Back to Beck Lane. Oh, and a sneaky goal there again. Beck Lane finding Steph Kelly.
It wasn't a very dynamic play, was it? The pass was all of probably 4 feet, probably 2 meters. See if we can see the replay here.
Nice combination play between those two again. They've got a really good understanding behind the goal there.
We have timeout to England just now with a 9-6 lead. Here's that replay. Nice angle here from this of this little sneaky feed here. Just a little slide off her defender. Mimi Ruiz caught on the opposite post. We're not clear. It might have just hit Mimi Ruiz's foot on its way in. Here we go. This might be a better angle to see. Just that little chip shot here. Little quick stick. Yeah, no, directly in. A nice
brilliant finish
nice
by Steph
placement.
Lane. Just showing that you only need a stick head's distance in front of your defender to be able to get that shot away.
We call that a quick stick. So she didn't bring the ball in and cradle it. She just caught it and shot it kind of in the same motion. That takes us to 9-6, England over Australia. It's timeout to England just now. 12 minutes and 43 seconds remain in the second half of this bronze medal match between England and Australia. At the 2015 Rathbones FIL Women's Under-19 World Championship, we're at Peffermill Playing Fields in Edinburgh, Scotland. We had a little bit of slight spitting rain there for about 30 seconds. And now the sun's out again, so welcome to Scotland. Well, as I mentioned, Ilsa, I think what you'll often see at this juncture of a match with 3 goals between them is the level of play is going to step up, the physicality is going to step up. Everybody's going to find themselves in the moment. They know everything's on the line. The bronze medal's on the line here. They will have gotten instructions from their coaches. This is it, guys. You've got to do it now. So we'll see what we have as we come out here with the next draw.
No yellow cards so far in this game, Dave, and I think both teams will be keen to keep it that way. Playing a man down in a game of this intensity is a pretty challenging thing. So it's going to be ferocious, but both teams have to try and keep their discipline. Turnover for England. Now Liv Wimpenny on the ball in the midfield. She finds Hannah Bray. Hannah Bray a little isolated at the pitch just now, so she'll run the ball behind, wait for her teammates to get up into attack with her. And she has help there from Alice Cramwell.
On paper, these teams match up very well, so I'm certain that the England coaches don't feel safe on this 3-goal lead with just under 12 minutes remaining. So definitely England are still going to be on the attack here. Certainly no rush about it, no urgency about it, but they're definitely going to be looking for good looks at goal here. Oh, got caught off sides there. Tried a restrainer line switch, but didn't time it quite well enough. So you're only allowed to have 7 players beyond the restraining line. England had 8 there, so ball to Australia.
Total misunderstanding there in the England midfield, and they'll be very disappointed with giving away such a cheap foul. And this gives the Australians a chance to attack, to counter-attack. England defence dropping quickly though. Beck Lane on the ball. Oh, brilliant shot by Beck Lane, individual goal, picking up the pass in the midfield. Her second goal of the game. She also has 3 assists.
Nice fast break there. Again, not the best shooting angle, but when you're down 3 goals, these are the chances you take. She's a good finisher. She found the corner. 9-7 to England over Australia.
England, the makers of their own downfall with that one.
Here's the replay. Well, 1v1, we say the attacker has the advantage, and the defender can't always take away everything. The England defender did take away everything and gave her a shot with a poor shooting angle. That is the best you can do sometimes. But the Australian attacker earned it there.
Brilliant finish by Beck Lane. She really had no right to get that shot in from that angle, but Fantastic shot, low bottom left corner.
An important draw control just now. Whistle blown. Possession to Australia.
Australia coming back into these draw controls, doing much better this second half.
Theo cross to Stephanie Kelly, bringing the ball behind.
Same combination play there. Beck Lane looking to feed Steph Kelly. It was on, but just not converted on that attempt. Australia really needing someone to inspire them here as they look to come back, and Beck Lane doing a good job right now at that.
Beck Lane 2 goals and 3 assists in this match, so they're definitely running the attack through her. Theo Quas with a high feed inside. Stephanie Kelly couldn't quite gather it in. Ball to England.
So England with a slow transition. Good clear, Mimi Ruiz to Alice Cramwell. Alice Cramwell will go backwards. England defenders very comfortable on the ball, very happy to pass the ball amongst themselves. Emma Adams now. Emma Adams to Zoe Thirst.
Just passing 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Good pressure by Australia. Ball goes down and Corrie, and it's gone out of play on the sidelines, and Australia have turned the ball over. England patient, but just perhaps a bit too casual there with that transition, allowing Australia the opportunity to nip in. Turn the ball over. Corrie Somerville now will bring the ball down that right-hand touch line. She doesn't have a great deal of support so far, so she'll run the ball behind. She's looking to break a double team. The flag was up, but the shot was away, so the flag advantage is lost. And a good save by Mimi Ruiz. So Corrie Somerville did really well there to work the ball, break a double, but Mimi Ruiz equal to her with the save. And England now have another chance to come forward.
I think in the last possession there, Ilsa, England got a little caught in the middle. They didn't have their foot fully on the gas, pushing the ball up the pitch, but they weren't fully in a stall either. And Australia applied some pressure, and possession went back to Australia. And on that save, back to England possession. Let's see what they choose to do here.
Yeah, Australia working hard to deny them any space and put them under pressure. And just a couple of errors creeping in here, which Australia will be pleased about. The Australia attacks lined up like a barrier, but Alex Drew now managing to break that midfield press.
So 7 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. We'll see what England choose to do here on attack with a 2-goal lead. If I'm reading the body language right, they're not looking to go to goal. The eyes aren't looking inside, they're looking outside. They might be running what we might call a semi-stall, where they are moving the ball around in a way that looks like they're looking to attack, but in fact they're happy to just maintain possession. There's a feed to the inside. Hannah Thurston chooses to pull it back out.
So yeah, good patient attack here from England. I suspect 7 minutes is quite a long time to play a stall for, so if a wide open opportunity comes up, I suspect England will take it, but just looking to run the clock down for now. A 2-goal lead against this Australia team who's pressing hard is not that convincing a lead. I think England would be happy to extend their lead further.
It's not unprecedented. There have been some NCAA matches that were determined by as long as 12-minute stalls. So it has been done, and it has been done at the highest level.
It would be very impressive.
It would be indeed with this Australian defense. We're at 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Quite near the restrainer there. England keep it safe. but not likely to move the ball behind because it's easy to double the ball and trap behind. So they'll probably try to keep it above the elbow of the 11-meter fan.
So England still moving it around. Ball at the top with Hannah Bray. Good pressure out on ball by Beck Lane, and that pass goes down under pressure from Australia, but the ground ball is well collected by Tilly Shires. Australia.
There is no limit to the amount of time that England can maintain the ball here. Of course, in the U.S., they are beginning to look at this as to whether they want to put in a shot clock. The NCAA at Division I level will be bringing it in, and then Division II and Division III in the following year. Internationally, oh, nice feed inside.
So England lulling everyone into a false sense of security there. I don't think Australia were expecting that shot to come in. But nice finish by Lucy Delaney from Alex Drew. Absolute textbook lacrosse there from England. Running a good 2 minutes off the clock with that attacking possession, waiting for the totally open opportunity, and Lucy Delaney found herself free in the 11 meters.
Well, I think you're right, Elsa. That really is the perfect possession for England just now. Run some time off the clock and then get a wide open look inside. Lull the Australian defense into a bit of distraction and then find open space. 3 goals between them now, 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. Here's another look at that replay. Alex Drew with the ball. Nice cut there, wide open, took the ball in, and a nice finish. You may wonder why they dropped the stick at the end of a shot, or end of a goal rather. It is not a goal until the umpires have confirmed that the pocket is legal, that the pocket is not too deep. And on confirmation, it is an official goal. The goal scorer must drop their stick immediately. So we call them goals when they go in the back of the net, but it actually is not a goal until it's been confirmed by the umpire.
So this next draw will be huge for Australia. 3 goals down, just over 5 minutes on the clock. It's definitely not too late for them, but they have to start winning these draws if they want to have any chance of getting back into this game.
The England fans are definitely feeling the moment here with a 3-goal lead and 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. It's getting a bit hard for us to hear ourselves think. Apologies if we're shouting into the microphones, but we're trying to get our voices over the crowd here. Sun's come out. It's a stiff wind running from left to right on the pitch. And here it is, everything to play for in the bronze medal match between England and Australia. 10-7 to England, and here we go. Huge possession for England just then. Australia very much wanted that draw control.
But Australia have stolen, and there was a foul there.
Empty stick check.
So England doing well on the draw through Alice Cranwell, but Australia have had an immediate turnover and a chance to attack. Eleanor Bishop with the ball for Australia. Moving the ball to Audrey Fittle. Audrey Fittle to Rebecca Steer.
If I'm being honest, Elsa, I detect a bit of jitters on both sides. We forget sometimes how young these players are, 16, 17, 18 years old. These are young players, and they know the moment they're in. They're playing for their country in a huge match, the biggest match of their career. And on both teams here, I just noticed a little tightness. They're feeling the moment a bit. Let's see what Australia can do here.
Beck Lane is double teamed. Australia move the ball quickly, trying to find the free attacker. Eleanor Bishop now has the ball. Sarah Smith with the ball for Australia. There's a flag. There's a flag. She will not take the shot, so she will get the go back to take the foul.
3 minutes and 40 seconds remain with 3 goals between them. It is not unprecedented for 3 goals to be scored in this amount of time. So this match is not decided by any means. The umpires have stopped the clock just now to have a chat. Just has to do with repositioning the players. Nothing more in it. And here's the, it's not a free position, just outside the 11 meter.
Kari Somerville at the top. Australia desperate to make something happen in attack here. Kari Somerville inside. But she's crowded out by England. The ball goes to ground. Who's going to come up with this one? Australia, Theo Cross brings the ball up. Theo Cross will have a look inside. Good footwork by the Australian number 14. And a great save by Mimi Ruiz. Big save by the England goalkeeper. Theo Cross had a flag for a foul, but she elected to take the shot. And now with 2 minutes 50 left on the clock, England will have the chance to bring the ball forward. Brilliant block by Steph Kelly. And she is fouled, so that's a great turnover in the midfield by Australia. Steph Kelly putting Zoe Thirst under a great deal of pressure as the England defender tried to clear the ball there.
Terrific save just then from Mimi Ruiz. She's at a 40% save rate coming into this match, but she's made some really big saves in some big moments. That being one of them. Kari Somerville with the ball.
Kari Somerville takes the ball behind. She's driving that crease, she's got some space and she puts the ball away. Great crease roll by Kari Somerville.
Well, we like to say that speed kills, and I think that's what earned that goal for Kari Somerville. Just faster acceleration around that crease, nice crease roll. No help was coming, no slide came. So it was really just her and the goalie at that point. Her stick has been confirmed, so now it's 10-8. Here's the replay. Watch her acceleration here, getting the defender on her back. Help should have come from that stack from one of the Australian defenders. And here's the look from behind.
Just getting the inside lane, Kari Somerville. The slide came just too late.
As the defender can't go through the crease in international lacrosse, this is a good example of the attacker using the crease as an extra defender, pinning the defender against the crease as she can't run through it and giving her space to goal.
So that goal gives Australia hope. 2 minutes on the clock and there is a foul there, early entry into the circle by the England number 9, Amelia Miller. So Australia will have the ball. 2 minutes left, 2 goals required for Australia at this point to take it into overtime.
We're in yellow flag, less than 2 minutes remaining. 2 goals between them, Australia in possession. Umpires just repositioning the players here.
So the ball is with Kari Somerville.
Bit of a collision off ball there, Ilse. I don't know if you saw it. Both players appealing for a foul.
So back lane here. Back lane to Steph Kelly. Australia looking to send cutters, so here they are. Oh, and a brilliant finish by Eleanor Bishop. Eleanor Bishop from Steph Kelly.
Well, now it's become very interesting. 1 minute and 34 seconds remain. One minute and 34 seconds remain. England 10, Australia 9. Here's the replay.
Cutter coming off the back of the stack for Australia. Fantastic shot by Eleanor Bishop.
And here's the look from behind. Nice finish, good pace to the shot.
So many games in this amazing tournament so far have gone right to the wire, and this one is going to be no different.
Critical draw control just now. Let's see which way it goes.
Straight up. Ball goes loose, and Sarah Smith for Australia now. Sarah Smith to Theo Cross. Theo Cross will need to pick this ball up.
Empty stick check. Liv Wimpany of England has
Big
possession.
Moment for
Sarah
England
Smith
there,
put behind.
forcing Australia into the error, swarming all over that ground ball. And now the ball will go all the way back to Mimi Ruiz. 1 minute 10 on the clock.
1 goal, 1 minute.
So Australia will have to get themselves organised here. They'll have to get man on man. They'll have to force England into the pass. And England very happy to move the ball backwards. We're into the final minute. Australia's midfield zone is not going to work against this. They're going to have to push up and mark man on man. Otherwise, England will just hold the ball for a minute in their defensive end. The ball goes all the way back to the England defender, Emma Adams.
We're now in red flag,
India
under 30 seconds
now.
remaining.
All the way back to Mimi Ruiz, 20 seconds. Australia pressure. Back to Mimi Ruiz. Into the last 10 seconds, Australia need to just keep working. England just need to hold it for 5 more seconds. So England beat Australia 10 goals to 9. England are the bronze medal winners at the 2015 FIL Junior World Championships.
Well, not much between these teams in the two games they faced each other. Australia team obviously disappointed with medal aspirations in this tournament.
Brilliant scenes here for England. The players understandably ecstatic. The crowd over the moon. England have had brilliant support here at this tournament. Lots of supporters have made the short journey north of the border. And I'm sure they were a big help for those England girls today.
Let's look at, as the teams cheer each other here, let's look at the goals from the second half. Nice pump fake and then feed into number 5 of England. Alice Cranwell.
Brilliant crease roll by Alex Drew.
Dramatic finish.
Lucy Delaney somehow getting past 5 Australian defenders.
Nice dodging, nice ball protection there. Nice feed into Sarah Smith here with the finish.
Steph Kelly receiving a feed from Corey Somerville.
Here's the cheeky little pass from Beck Lane, yep. Into Stephanie Kelly, nice finish. So Australia were 3 goals down. Alex Drew with the goal there to bring them back into the match. England answered from Lucy Delaney.
Corey Somerville's crease drive.
Nice speed on that crease roll.
Eleanor Bishop coming up there with a big goal for Australia.
And there you have England celebrating their 1-goal win, 10-9 over Australia for the bronze medal. Okay, what a terrific match. We're going to leave you there at the 2015 FIL Rathbones Women's Under-19 World Championship Tournament at Peppermill Playing Fields in Edinburgh, Scotland. My name's Dave Simpson, along with Ilse Stott. It's been our pleasure to spend some time with you. In the bronze medal match, England the winner over Australia. Thanks for tuning in. In about 1 hour's time, the gold medal match, Canada versus the United States. Stay tuned if you can.